Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello, this is Lesley Ormsby, and I am doing the reading for, or the weekly reading for Aries, for the sign of Aries, sorry, excuse me. And today is, that's for the month, the last week of the month of June 2020. So I am, what's today? Recording this on the 29th of June 2020. So welcome to my YouTube channel, Aries, and I just want to say thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel and liked, left a thumbs up or a comment. I really appreciate your support. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet and you would like to, I take this opportunity to invite you to do that now or at the end of the video. Also want to say thank you to those of you who have come across me on Facebook and are following follow me now and also on Facebook as well as YouTube. Thank you for your support as well. It just helps me to grow my channel, and then I'm able to put out more content and free content, and it just opens up the pathway the more I grow my channel for YouTube to allow me to do that. So like I say, thank you for your support, and thank you to all the Facebookers as well. Now, I just want to also remind everybody that these are general reads, so just take from it what resonates and leave what doesn't. And sometimes what doesn't may not be, might come into your knowing right now, but because it is a forecast as well. So for some of you, you may be in this right now, so it'll be confirmation for you. Some of you may be like having an intuitive feeling that something's coming up, so this could be some clarification for you about what you're feeling, sensing, thinking. And others of you maybe have no idea, so which is why it may not resonate with you. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. It's just not for you. The other thing is these reads are for either if you're watching in your Aries sign is in Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, and you're watching for either one of those signs. Welcome. And what else I was going to say? Let me see, I'm changing things up, the way that I'm introducing. So there may be something that's like with you that you're feeling like you need to change things up or do something slightly differently, and you maybe like resisting it. So there seems to be that theme, because I've just done a reading and that same theme has come through, that they're wanting to like you to like spirit, and you are wanting yourself, but you may be resisting and to shift and or move into spaces or places and ways of being and knowing and doing that maybe a little bit outside of your comfort zone or your knowing, okay, at this point. Okay, so and like I hear like what the energy of Aries, I always connect in with each sign and the energy of whatever your sign is. So obviously it's use Aries. So as I am shuffling the cards, and today I'm going to be using the Crystal Spirits Oracle deck. To start off with again, because it seems to be pretty popular with people wanting to, curious about and wanting to know which crystals and may be able to help support them on their journey through whatever process or phase they're going through in life. So anyway, and also I am being drawn to continue using them. So we also have the Kuan Yin deck that I'm going to be drawing a card from as well. Now Kuan Yin, I have many different energies that work with me, as do a lot of other mediums as well, and or psychics and healers. Now Kuan Yin isn't one of the energies that is been in my or knowingly been in my energy. I'm sure she has been, and she has been in certain times in my life. But the last couple of days or the last couple of weeks she's been around, but the last couple of days she's come closer. And today I've just got these brand new cards today, this morning, and so I haven't had a really good look at them or feel through them, but I have put my energy in them and connected with her as which wasn't very difficult, because she's already connected to me and drew me through these cards. So it's like so with her blessing and her guidance, we're going to be using her yeah, these cards with her energy in them, of course, because they are cards with messages from her. So we'll pull a card from there, and then we'll just see what else the tarot have to help to see what comes up with them. And it's probably going to be some sort of clarification that will be with what has come up for you in the other cards. So with the crystal cards, I shuffle them before I record, and it's because some of the crystals in here, I have no idea what they are. I've never come across them ever before in my life. So in order to bring get some sort of message through, because I'm not using them from here, reading what's in the book, I'm just being drawn to give a brief breakdown or of the benefits, of the basic benefits of what each crystal has to offer. Okay, so anyway, the first one out the gate that fell out is, and I say out the gate for you Aries, is obsidian. Now I love obsidian. That's probably one of my most favorite ones is obsidian. I always have one around me when at some point, whether it's in my car. I have one in my car, one in my workshop, one in my either of the studios that I work from, my own one, and another from another shop that called Infinity, where I work from. It's different days of the week. But black obsidian stone is a powerful crystal protection for protection, helping to clear the buildup of psychic smog within your aura by acting as a psychic vacuum cleaner. It protects and cleanses your aura of disharmony, negative attachments, old patterns, and negative emotions, helping to unearth anything standing in the way of your personal and spiritual growth. You can use black obsidian properties for root chakra healing and grounding. And I found this one is, this card, it's number 39 in the deck. So there is something obviously there that's coming up for some of you that needs balancing or needed balancing, but something is coming to an end. So because it's number 39, and 3 is all about balance. Okay, balancing your energy, balancing your mind, body, spirit, and soul energy, coming into that place of oneness, of wholeness, of peace of mind, of peace of heart, or being at peace with oneself. It could be whatever it is. It's about 3 is about balancing whatever it is you're trying to balance or wanting to balance in your life. It could be just balancing your life and work, family, play, all that sort of stuff, and just balancing how that all is going to work out for you. Okay, so, and when I'm doing that, I'm just seeing myself making that triangle. So it's like balancing like those 3. Okay, so there must be 3 in there. So 9 is about something, is about a completion of a cycle. So for a lot of you, you're either coming up to that in this next week, working towards that, flowing towards that. Others of you may be right in the middle of it, and some of you might be just coming or just knowing that something's ending. So there is that message of just keeping going and remembering to just clear your energy. And this obsidian is a really nice one to have around to do that. Okay, and obviously because of the work that I do, can be some often like psychic smog, so it's a beautiful crystal to have around, even in your workplace, whether it's your office or maybe an open office arena. I call it arena because they're showing me like all these offices, one great big floor, which is ridiculous, I think, anyway, but with a whole lot of like little cubicles around there. So it's like there's that sort of energy. So that wouldn't surprise me that there'd be some psychic smog there along the way. So a crystal like obsidian would be a really nice one to help to keep your space clear. Okay, and setting up your perimeter, basically, so you're in a nice, loving, space with your energy, basically. So that's obsidian that's popped up for you today, Aries. The other one that's come out is malachite. Now, I thought I had some malachite, but And I'm sure I have, but I just don't know where I have put it. So malachite is another beautiful, beautiful crystal. That is, you know, it's also an important protection stone as well. So it helps to absorb negative energies and pollutants, picking them up from the atmosphere and from the body, guards against radiation and clears electromagnetic pollution. Malachite also clears and activates the chakras and attunes to spiritual guidance. So there's a similarity there with the obsidian as well. Once there's it's number 34 in the deck. So 3, once again, is about balancing energy in whatever way or form. You know, it could be, you know, like I say, body, mind, spirit, and soul, and coming back into that soul center, heart chakra center. It's just, you know, or balancing energy in different areas of your life, or whatever it is that's going on for you, because it's about finding that pivotal point, or that balancing point of, okay, yeah. You get the point? It's kind of something about that one. And then that's number 34, and then so number 4 is about grounding, foundation. So there may be something around balancing your wealth and health, and I say wealth and health, or healthy wealth. Either way, it's something, but finding that, balancing that, and finding, and because 4 is about like security and foundation, and creating, you know, and being in a, you know, in that okay, creating and foundation, and creating like security in those foundations, basically, or having security and stability in your financial life. Financial life. Financially, you know, what does it call it? Sorry, I've got a few people here, a few energies around it. So financially and in the home, okay? Foundations are like, okay. Stability and foundation in in the home, excuse me, in the home, or in the family unit, but also in the wider family unit as well, like in the whānau, or, you know, the bigger family, extended family. But also I feel like for some of you it goes back to ancestry as well. So some of you are like maybe looking wider and bringing it back to, you know, where you are right now in this lifetime, and in the now, depending on where you are. But it's also about stability within, like, in foundation in the home, in the financial side, and having that security. But it's about creating. I think the key word there I'm hearing is like creating it, and being in that secure position, or feeling secure in those areas of your life, and stable and grounded in, especially with family and finances and that sort of thing. So and so it's about finding that balance in there, and how it comes about, and how you create it, you know. And you may be in that space right now where you're feeling quite secure, and in that, and grounded in that foundation of family and financial side of things, and, you know, but and looking to anchor it a bit more, or looking at, and maybe not stepping, or being in maybe a funny little place where you're feeling like you may be needing to protect it with everything that's going on in the world. So there's something there that maybe these crystals will be able to help you to figure out, to get through the fear-based side of things, okay, with that, because it's, some of you, it is kind of like, it may be, some of you are going into retirement, or some of yous, so it may be a little bit dodgy or sketchy for you to retire. You may be feeling like that, or retire. It may be that you are, you know, it may be that you're in the family where there are 2 incomes coming in for some of you, where you may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, maybe going back to one wage, you know, for a little bit. It's something like that. So whatever it is for you, it's about, you know, connecting, finding that balance, and not going over the top with your thinking and how that could work. Because I'm hearing like when we're not in that panic mode, or we're not in that, and that's where it's in going deeper and disconnecting from negative habits and thoughts and feelings and that sort of things. It can be, it can help lessen that and turn it into more of a, manifestation phase of keeping positive, rather than keep looking at it from a negative point of view as per se. Okay, gosh, so there's the energy from these crystals can help us find that balance and see through the bullshit stories that we have, actually, and help us to see and look at it from another perspective or another way. Okay, so then we have eucalyptus, which is a crystal that I've not come across before, so I'm learning along the way as well. So it's number 23 in the deck. 2 is about relationships, and that 3 again with the balance. So there's definitely a lot of balance in some way or form within your relationship with yourself, is what the 2 is about. Could be relationships not just with others, but with yourself as well, because there could be somebody coming into a relationship, you may be building on a relationship. It could be someone in a partnership, a friendship, or it's just somebody coming into your space. It could be somebody coming into the family. Boyfriend, girlfriend, stepfather, stepmother, blended families, that sort of thing. It could be, it's about how we relate to others and them to us. But it's also about our relationship with ourselves, as well as where they're going with it as well. So there's some sort of balancing and work there for you that is needing to be done. So eucalyptus, it's a beautiful a bluey green stone. I've not come across this. I'm going to have to find it, and hopefully I'll be able to get a hold of some. So, and I feel like so there's something. This is a stone of strength and clarity. It connects the heart to the mind, raising intuition and bringing clarity to your deep self. It's a very honest stone that wants to constantly bring forth new energy in hopes of ridding unwanted and negative habits. So there you go. So that's where they're talking about that one, okay? So now, time is getting on. I'm just hearing time is getting on, and it's not just like me physically, like time is getting on, but also like you may be feeling time is getting on as well. So not just in the now, but actually it might be for some of you while you're watching this. It's like time is getting on, and that it's interesting because I try and like not make these too long, but it's like only about 20-25 minutes long, but it's just the messages keep coming out and then they're just coming through. But it's like anyway, I'm just shuffling these. So these are the Kuan Yin deck, to see what Kuan Yin has to offer you in the way of guidance. So, and I'm just asking her to show us or bring out forth a card with some guidance from her, or some guidance from her. Okay, that's it there. Cool. Oh, this one came up with the last reading too. Okay, 36. Number 36 again. Frig. Balance again. 6, service to humanity. So it may be that you may be leading some to be humanity. Allow yourself to be, have some, look at yourself as being, what is it called? I'm just trying to figure out what they're trying to say here. It may be that, because 6 is about a service to humanity. It may be that you need to be mindful of that, and you might need to need to feel and speak humanely to yourself, and in a humanitarian way for yourself. I'm hearing, so taking that back, but also putting that energy out there. So I've just bought this deck this morning, so I have not really had a chance to really peruse it as well as I would like to, but I've just felt like the energy that she's wanting to connect with everybody. like straight away. So thankfully we have a book. So I'm just going to hold this card up and read a couple of paragraphs here with some of the messages that they're wanting to bring through, or she's wanting to connect with you to bring through. So, pray to the east. Guardian watches over the west. I now see the ending and the beginning. I watch and defend from past interference, whilst I invite beautiful new worlds to form through my prayers, birthing them through my heart and the silent, unwavering light of my mind. Soon you shall be ready to make the crossing, to acknowledge the ending of this day and the dawn of the new day that I have begun to create for you. Do not be afraid of any ending now. All has been divinely ordained and all things happen so that my love can prevail. Endings allow for fresh starts. Focus on letting go now and being firm in your decision. Have courage. Trust yourself. You can love more in the letting go than you did while holding on. Be patient and accept where you are now in the process of endings. All will happen soon enough. I am helping you in all ways. Trust me and the new day I bring forth. So yeah, so she has this beautiful energy with her. So I'm just going to read the next paragraph about and what she has to say, which is really beautiful. Okay, so in a reading this card is, there is hope for the future, but you may not feel it strongly yet. Deal with what is coming to a close, and the time for your new start will come soon. You will be freed from the past. If you have been feeling urged to move on from a person, place, or situation, perhaps where the appearance is that all is continuing as per usual, but underneath feels as though it may be over. The oracle confirms your intuition. Don't be afraid to allow things to end so that new beginnings can take place according to a higher plan and divine purpose. Okay, cool. So that's what she has to share with you. Let me see. That's not going to... I'll just pop those there for the moment. I actually had something else set up, but that's not going to work. So I'm just going to pop that there, sit that card there. Okay, cool. Wonderful. Now I'm just going to quickly pull a few cards from the Oracle deck. So, so Kuan Yin, for those of you who don't know, I'll just read in here a bit. So who is Kuan Yin? Kuan Yin is a divine being originally honored in the Buddhist traditions of East Asia. She is said to have lived upon this earth in her passing, and in her passing to have decided to remain spiritually connected to the earth to help all beings reach spiritual enlightenment. She is known as a bodhisattva, something like that, a being who has dedicated her spiritual path to the freedom and happiness of all beings. Her sole purpose is to help all humanity awaken to live their divine destiny. So Kuan Yin is a Chinese goddess of compassion, mercy, and kindness. So some, in here she's spelt, Kuan and, Kuan Yin. And some, but originally from my readings, it's spelt with a Guan and Yin. So anyway, so there's a few different ways of spelling it, depending on which part of Asia you, in your belief system, the Buddhist system believes in. So anyway, we're just asking Spirit now to, show us what cards, would be helpful for you for this month, or this week rather. So we have 4. So first of all, the 3 of Wands. So this obviously is the anchor. So something you may have been, some of you may have been working through or creating, there was a completion of a first phase. So we have the 3 of Wands here. So something is moving. through, and there's like phase 1 is there because he's got that one on his left and he's put it forward, he's put it anchoring it into the ground, so there's one down. So there's something that is like I would say like here and now or coming up that you've actually already started, and there is that completion of the first phase. So then we have these 3 that have come together. So there's something about the Temperance has come out. So there's something about sharing, cooperation and sharing and balance once again. So she is all about balance, Temperance, okay? And finding that balance in because that's what cooperation and sharing is about, isn't it? It's about balance, basically. So there may be something going on where you, because it talks about balance, there's a lot of balance that's going on, maybe inside the home, maybe inside your business, your workplace, and your workstation. I'm not sure what's going on there because there's so many of you out there. And of course, but there's whatever it is for you, it's about you finding balance, okay? Finding balance within yourself and whatever is going on around you. And it's like mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, soulfully, in all ways, basically, body, mind, spirit, and soul. So then we have the 8 of Wands, which is action and excitement. So somewhere along the line, you've got a plan, or you've got an idea where you want to go, because this one here, look, he's firing out, he's manifesting. He's putting out there what it is he wants. He's taking action to what it is he wants to create. So there is something out there, or something that you're working through at the moment, that there is some balance and you're working towards it. Or if you're not doing that right now, it's like the Spirit are encouraging you to work towards it. So it may mean that you have to make some changes in order to do that. And then because we have the Death card. And the Death card is about, transformation and change. So, and like any of what all these cards, the crystal cards, and like Kuan Yin has just been saying, it's like in order to create change, we have to take action, and we have to actually make change and do some things, take some steps, take some action to let things go, process things, and sometimes that means we have to let people go in our lives, or we have to walk away from certain aspects of our lives in order to have change happen. And it's like, it's just allowing yourself to move through whatever is happening, and knowing, and going with the feeling and the aspect and the and prospect that you're moving, and you're finding that balance, you're working with that, finding that balance through with love, peace, harmony and joy, excitement and adventure, but you're doing it for all the right reasons, the reasons that, that sometimes where there is, there's that feeling like you just know that something isn't working out. So it's like working towards the exit, basically, and whatever, however that is for you. So there's something about creating change, or letting things go. It could be like something in the home, like decluttering things around the home. It could be, something from a person, like you may be selling your home. It may be the family home, but it's time for you to move, and shift and move on from, from the past. Whether it's a grief situation or not, it may be like something, a vehicle that maybe had some sort of meaning, or a piece of furniture or whatever, or somebody in your life, a relationship or a friendship that serves you no purpose, or even the house or the property or whatever, the car, the job serves you no purpose for your highest good. So sometimes we have to, like, if we're wanting to step out and create change to better ourselves, to feel more happy, to, be in a more happier, to be in a space where we can create a more happier, a joyful life, you know, or whatever that is for you. So, but we've got, there's some sort of transformation and change that's coming up. So I feel like the idea is not to resist, obviously. And like Kuan Yin said, is just sometimes we have to let go of things, okay, to move. And she's helping you with that energy. And so are these crystals, are helping you with the energy to clear like old habits and stuff, stagnant things that are around you, energy that no longer serves you any purpose for your highest good. And you're going to be releasing with love, with peace, with harmony, with joy, with excitement and adventure in the background or in the foreground as well, all around you, because that's what you're wanting to create in all areas of your life. So it's like, that's kind of where they're going with that, okay? Yeah. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. With love, lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement and adventure from us all. And we shall catch you next week on Monday, okay? Anyway, bye for now.